The national football team, that is Harambee Stars head coach Sebastian Minye, named the 23-man squad that will feature in Kenya's friendly matches this coming week against Swaziland and Equatorial Guinea. So we'd like to take a look at the squad that was named by Sebastian Minye and also take, go over through that squad of the 23-man squad that was named. There are some of the big names that have been left out, the likes of Olunga, who said that he would like to be omitted from the 23-man squad. So let's take a look at the Harambee Stars squad. We start with the defenders. We have Jokins Atudo for Posta Rangers, Musa Mohammed, who's unattached, Harun Shakava for Gor Mahia, and then Josh Onyango for Gor Mahia. We take a look at the whole squad. Those are some of the defenders that have been named. We have Bolton Omwenga for Kariobangi Sharks, Michael Kibwage for FC Leopards, Philemon Otieno for Gor Mahia, and Eric Ouma for FK Tirania. So those are the defenders. So we move to the midfielders who were named by Sebastian Minye. We have Ismael Gonzalez from FC Fuenlabrada from Spain, Victor Wanyama from Tottenham, who's the captain, McDonald Mariga from Real Oviedo in Spain, Ayub Timbe from Heilongjian from China, Humphrey Mieno from Gor Mahia. We take a look at other midfielders that have been included in the 23-man squad to face Swaziland and Equatorial Guinea this coming Friday. That we have Francis Kahata for Gor Mahia, George Odhiambo from Gor Mahia, Duncan Otieno, FC Leopards, and Wyvon Isuza also for FC Leopards. So let's take a look at the strikers who have been named to spearhead this Harambee Stars squad. Masood Juma from Cape Town City, Piston Mutamba from Wazito FC, and then we have Ovela Ochieng from Kariobangi Sharks. These are among the strikers that we have. We also take a look at the other strikers that have been named for the 23-man squad that has been named by the head coach, that is Sebastian Minye. Remember, the Frenchman took the reins of Harambee Stars last month, and now he took over from Paul Putu, who resigned last year after enabling Harambee Stars win the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup. So we briefly take a look at this squad that has been named. Nyambura, your thoughts about the 23-man squad, and we have the goalkeepers here, Patrick Matasi, Boniface Oluoch, and Timothy Odhiambo. Matasi and for Posta Rangers, and Boniface Oluoch, Gor Mahia, and Tim Odhiambo for Ulinzi Stars. Your thoughts?
I'm particularly happy with the choice, and looking at Patrick Matasi, he's a very good goalkeeper. I've seen him playing in the Sekafa, and he was really good. And the other Boniface Oluoch and Timothy, they're very good goalkeepers. But I'm particularly very happy with the defense choice, especially
so we take a look at the defenders that have been selected. So if we can go back to the defenders, we have the likes of Jokins Atudo. We go back to the defenders that have been selected. Jokins Atudo, Musa Mohammed, Harun Shakava, Josh Onyango. These are some of the defenders that have been selected. So you were saying that you are particularly, impressed by the selection of the defenders. Why?
Yes, someone like Jokins Atudo, very experienced. I've seen him playing, and he has that energy. He also can score, so he cannot just defend but also score. So he's a good choice. And also Musa Mohammed, and Harun Shakava, and Josh Onyango. They're good also.
Okay, Tiras, we take a look at the defenders that have been named by Sebastian Minye. Particularly Musa Mohammed, he's unattached. Remember, he was playing in Albania, but he had to come back home. He's unattached. What are your thoughts?
What caught my eye, really, is having Harun Shakava and Josh Onyango both named onto the squad.
Yes.
Because as defenders, you need at least 2 players, basic minimum, who play with one another constantly throughout the season as teammates.
Yes.
People who know one another and understand one another.
Is there.
They know when you can go forward and I remain backwards, behind rather, and you can stay at the back and I go forwards. That's very, very important. Italy, for many years, built its game around defensive football. And normally, if you followed and studied them, you found that they chose defenders who had played with one another as teammates at club level. And I think they still do it. It's very, very important.
Yes.
So obviously...
We saw that particularly with, the partnering of Bonucci and...
The BBC.
The BBC for Italy. We saw that. So we take a look at the midfield. The midfielders that were selected by Sebastian Migne. We take a look at the midfielders that have been selected. We have Ismael Gonzalez, Victor Wanyama, McDonald Mariga, Ayub Timbe, Humphrey Mieno, and then we also have McDonald Mariga. We have, Duncan Otieno, Wyvon Isuza, Jojo Odhiambo, and Francis Kahata. 4 midfielders from Gor Mahia?
Yes. Yes, just borrowing from the back, I suppose.
Yes.
He wants some uniformity.
Yes.
And just to mention that Shakava, who's playing at defense and has been called to the squad, is under the radar for Hull City. He had a terrific game for Gor Mahia last weekend against Hull. So yes, that's a plus for us. And at midfield, I think that's a brilliant idea, having Kahata and Jojo Odhiambo. Again, that chemistry. And then Duncan Otieno and Wyvon Isuza, both from AFC.
Yes.
Again, you can see where he's coming from with that. It's a brilliant idea. But it all comes down to tactics. What sort of tactics will he employ? Are there tactics that these guys are used to using at club level, or is he going to introduce something entirely new? And how well will he teach it? How applicable will it be? So there's a bit of rocket science to it, nevertheless.
Yes. Nyambura, we've seen the midfielders, and I would like to bring your attention to the captain, that is Victor Wanyama. He's not featured, for quite a number of matches this season for Tottenham, but nevertheless, he's back in the team with his brother, McDonald Mariga. Do you think that we might actually see the two partner each other in midfield when Stars plays in the friendlies set for next weekend?
For McDonald Mariga, this is an experience brought to the team, and he has many years of playing outside Kenya. So, and Victor Wanyama, the English Premier League experience is going to bring in. Even if he's not been playing in Tottenham, there's a spirit he's bringing to the team. So they see him as a very important person to the team, especially being a captain. So I see him performing well, and especially just bringing the good spirit to the team. And I'm really looking forward to them playing together. It's gonna be late.
just to add, I used to coach Ayub Timbe Masika.
Ayub Timbe,
when he was a little boy. And he was the best player on the squad. He's an absolutely brilliant footballer. But why the footballing world has not appreciated his talent is because he's played off position. Ayub Timbe is a striker. I used to play him as a striker, and he was the best striker I've ever seen at that level. The best, as in best. Really, really good. But now he's played out of position as a midfielder, so you're not able to actually appreciate just how good he is, in spite of the fact that he shows extremely good and intelligent sparks of brilliance, even at midfield.
On the wings.
Even on the wings. But it kind of wastes him because it's easy to box him out of play once he plays on the flanks. But once you have him as a striker, he's unlivable. You can't put up with him. You can't live with him. Defenders would just have to run away for fear.
So that is the 23-man squad that was named by Harambee Stars head coach Sebastian Migne in preparation for the international friendlies that will be played this coming weekend at the Kasarani Stadium.